And so,
Oh, hello. Paulo, thank you for coming. You are on Hawaii Wellness Network. Thank you for joining us. And I met a special guest that flew here from Florida, and he showed me this amazing product, and I invited him to come on the show because I know so many people here are using cell phones, and we're hearing certain things about the radiation and health problems, and so I wanted to introduce Paulo, and thank you for coming on the show with us. So you're from Florida, and you're on a trip here to spread the word?
Yeah, I'm actually on my honeymoon with my angel, and I decided to do both things, to actually spread something that really needs to be addressed. And I managed to create something handmade by us that really addresses the situation of all these electromagnetic frequencies, the chaotic energy that we're being bombarded on a daily basis from all these electronic devices.
Great. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your product and how you developed it and got started?
Yeah, well, 3 years ago, after doing a lot of research, I discovered that if you combine certain elements at the microscopic level, and that way, what I did was I combined them and then I infused them into this particular material, whatever material it was, and with frequencies that actually resonate with living matter, so it brings it back into a natural state.
So this actually helps you when you're using your cell phone and putting it up to your head. You don't want the EMF rays and all the frequency to be hitting the body because it causes diseases and illness. And do you want to elaborate on that?
Well, one of the things is that cell phones, they use microwaves, and they do tend to feel very hot on. When people use them, sometimes some people get headaches or earaches, and when you put the Aamoraa on, I have many testimonials where they feel that the cell phone doesn't get as hot anymore, and they don't have that earache. And one of the things that it's doing, it's neutralizing the actual effect of the EMF. It's not taking away the EMF, and it's not, because otherwise you wouldn't have a signal. So you need to be able to have a signal to make the phone call.
And you even have a little device, because I have the Bluetooth.
Yes.
And it's a little tiny chip that you put on there as well. Because having that in your ear will affect your head and your brain as well as the cell phone.
Yeah, some people, they do feel when they have that Bluetooth on there for quite a while, some people that are very sensitive can actually feel what is happening to them. And then when they put my product on, they will feel the difference.
Do you want to do a muscle testing so they can see what I saw last week with a demonstration on how your body is affected without it and then with it?
Yes, and I do highly recommend people to learn how to do it themselves. You can go online to do kinesiology. It's also called applied kinesiology. Mm-hmm. It actually does work. It's very, very accurate. After practicing, so what we're going to do is we're going to
stand up.
I'd like to do this one with the laptop.
Okay.
It's a very popular item, and I do love to use the laptop because a lot of people do use them. And the Mac, I don't have any shares with Mac or anything like that, but I definitely recommend a Mac.
And I can say I work on the computer on my lap, which is probably not a good thing.
Yeah.
On top of my lap on the couch sometimes.
Yeah, well, you're going to feel, right now we're going to do a demonstration and feel the difference. So what we're going to do is you're going to put your arm out, your right arm. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check your point of resistance, okay? Ready? Resist.
Okay, am I touching the computer?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'm not.
Now I know I'm irresistible, but resist.
Okay, so just my arm down here.
Yeah, okay. Ready? Resist and resist. See, I'm doing 3 times, and I'm telling you to resist and resist. Okay, put your arm down.
Okay.
Now go ahead and place your hand on the laptop completely like that.
Okay, and this is what you would do.
So now you're forming the actual, we are electrical conductors. That I prove, everybody knows that. So the electricity coming from this laptop, now you got to bear in mind that it's not even connected either to the electricity, which is 60 hertz.
Okay.
And our bodies are 7.9 hertz approximately. Leave that there. Go ahead and put your arm up. Ready? Resist. Go.
Wow.
Resist.
And I'm trying.
Come
not
on,
to.
resist.
I am.
No, resist me.
I
I know
am.
it's difficult. Ready? Go.
I am.
See?
Yeah.
Now leave it there. Leave it there.
Okay.
Leave it there. Now we're going to go ahead and put, this is called the Aamoraa electronic. It's like a microchip. It's very small but very potent. So as you can see, okay, leave it there. Now go ahead.
Okay, let me rest my arms, Lily.
Yeah, okay. And do exactly the same
Okay.
thing, and I'm going to press in exactly the same spot. Can you feel I'm
Okay.
pressing the
Yes.
same spot? Ready? Actually, see it so the audience can see. Ready? Resist. Go.
Wow. Yeah, it's about
Do you
the
feel that I'm pushing quite hard?
Yes.
Ready? Resist.
It's the same one.
Now leave it there. Leave it
Okay.
there. Leave it there so while you continue cooking. So I'll go ahead and get the Aamoraa electronic.
So you can just,
away from you.
that has a little sticky, and you just put it on top of your
Yes, it
laptop.
has a little glue dot that I've actually created. I mean, we don't put the whole sticky on there. It's a glue dot that's on here, so that way you can transfer it from once you finish
You
with
can
this
move it.
item to the other one.
Okay.
We're very eco-friendly, so, and very eco-economical.
Yes.
See, because they last minimum over 3 years, I can
So
guarantee that.
if you lose your laptop, then you just
You
get a
can
new
just-
one. You
yes.
put it on your
Now
laptop.
leave that there.
Okay.
Go ahead and put it up again. Do exactly the same thing. In
Okay.
exactly the same spot.
All
I'm
right.
going to press down.
Beautiful.
Ready? Go.
Wow.
And resist. See?
Yeah.
Now leave it there. Now we'll go ahead and put it anywhere else on the laptop. I made them thin enough so that you can actually place it anywhere. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take it off here so you can place it anywhere you want.
Okay.
There you go. And then it takes just a few
Okay.
seconds to do to go through the whole.
So it's protecting the
It's not
body.
protecting. That's a
Okay.
good word. When
Okay.
people say protecting, you can be really open up your ears and be aware. You can put an aluminum foil over this entire laptop, and guess what? You get an EMF meter to it, and you do not have a registration of EMF coming to you. So it's basically protecting you, the aluminum foil. But you won't be able to use your laptop or
Right.
your cell phone or everything.
Okay.
So what it's actually doing, it's neutralizing that.
Neutralizing. Okay. So
Yeah, it's
not
bringing it
protecting.
back into
Okay.
natural state, basically,
Okay.
to make it as
So it
simple as
doesn't
possible.
affect your body.
Yeah, the way it does. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Resist. Go.
I'm really trying. Wow.
Resist. I'm actually
Yeah, that's
putting
great.
my foot up.
Yeah. I
So
can
now
tell.
I'd like to show that there's the laptop. Now I'd like to show the cell phone.
So you want to protect yourself from the TV, I mean, just, and
Again-
the lighting and.
Again, it's not protected.
Okay,
it's
sorry.
really important. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
it's really important
Okay.
because people.
You're so used to saying that
people,
word.
people get a misinformation when they hear, oh, this is going to protect me, so then they use it
Neutralize it.
and then they're talking for hours on, and thinking that they're being protected, but they're not. They're really
Right,
not.
neutralizing.
You have to really seriously be able to prove
Okay.
to me that it is protection. So these are microwaves. Cell phones use microwaves. So what we're going to do is we're going to do basically the same thing what we did before, but this time I want you to put your hand up there as if you were actually
Like
talking.
this, okay.
Yeah, just put it closer.
Okay.
Put this hand closer, okay? Ready? Resist, go. And resist.
Pretty solid.
Okay, put your arm down.
Okay.
Now, is this phone on? Go ahead.
And this
switch the
doesn't have
phone
any
on.
chips or anything on it?
I don't know. Just go
Okay.
ahead and you put that. Put
Okay,
it
up to my ear.
Yeah, but make sure it's on.
Okay, it's on.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay. Now do the same thing. Ready? Resist. Go. And resist. Wait a minute. Let a few minutes to go through your body. Ready? Resist.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you made a phone call, it would
It would
be
even be
definitely
worse.
different.
Yeah.
Ready? Resist. Okay. Now leave it there. Okay. Now we're gonna put two phones.
Wow.
Now
Okay.
you're really cooking. Put it up.
Okay.
All right, and do exactly the same thing, and I'm going to do the same thing. Ready? Go. And resist.
Yeah.
You feel a difference?
Yes,
Okay. So why is that?
because there's, well, two.
Well-
It's like double the,
Double, but generally speaking, the
That
reason
has a-
why this is so potent is because it's not only doing my phone, it's doing yours.
oh wow.
And you can test it over and over and over again.
Nice.
It really does work, without shadow of doubt. We guarantee it for 3 years, and not only that, if a customer is not happy with our product after a year, we refund their money and they get to keep the product. Unlike anything on this, handmade in the USA.
So you have, you're wearing, or right here on your.
Yes, I'm
and
wearing
This is to neutralize everything
to
around you, the
neutralize
lights.
imbalance. So it brings your body into basically natural state, and that's.
Because people were a little bit scared about the nuclear and things that are going on, especially in Japan, but they're not realizing that we're getting more radiation on a daily basis from the lighting and from everything around us. We're getting hit with all the EMF and the radiation and all of that.
Well, think about it. The electricity going to the wall behind your head when you're sleeping at night is 60 hertz.
Right.
Alternative current, which is alternating constantly. So I want you to stand up this time. And this time here, we're going to do a demonstration of really how powerful. I want you to be aware of how I put it and how I do it.
Okay.
I have seen people in malls and other places like that doing these tests, and I have seen some of them do tricks. Now you can do tricks with these, but I want to make sure that people are aware that I'm not doing any trick. I don't need to do any tricks because the testimonials back us up, hundreds of testimonials. So it's very important that you learn how to do this muscle test. Make a fist.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to, in this place, I am going to place my hand right in the crease of the elbow, and I want you to put the same foot that I'm pressing this foot right up. Okay, put it nice and up, and I'm going to push straight down, and I want you to, just in case, I'm going to go ahead and take this one off. Okay, and stiff as board as much as you can. Maintain your balance. Ready? Go.
Okay.
Do not bend. See how you slightly bend in there?
Okay.
No shaking, baby.
Okay.
Ready? Stiff as board.
Okay.
Real still. Lock your arms, lock your body.
Okay.
And then pressing straight down. Ready? Go.
So I'm going to go that way.
You want to go? See?
Yeah.
Let's try it one more time. Do the best thing. Visualize you're the Karate Kid now. Ready?
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
See, I'm pressing straight down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the Aamoraa in your hand and do exactly the same thing.
Okay. Let me shake it out.
Yes, shake it out.
Okay.
In exactly the same spot. Ready?
Okay.
There's the ball. Maintain the ball. Ready? Go.
Wow.
Now keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. I'm pressing straight down.
Yeah, and I don't feel like I'm leaning to the right side.
I'm pressing straight
Wow, I know, that's crazy. Wow, that's great.
Now what I want you to do is to go ahead and rub your hands together.
Okay.
Rub your feet. Rub your arms.
Yeah, we did this in the mall, too.
There you go. Pop, pop, pop. Now the sound and effect is the most important part. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah,
There you go.
you tried that on me in the mall.
Now, while you'll be doing the
Just to
the
get
chicken
the
neck.
frequencies moving?
Yeah, the
Are we
Aamoraa.
neutralizing everything?
Well, this is so potent, the Aamoraa, the frequency stays in your body for a few seconds.
Great.
So to be able to do the test again, we're gonna rub it.
Okay.
Now I recommend after 60 minutes of being on the laptop or on the computer, what you want to do is you want, or anything, any device, after 60 minutes to do the chicken dance.
Okay.
To eliminate that and to free yourself to sort of recharge your battery.
Okay.
Even better if you can go outside and touch a tree. Okay,
Hug a
go
tree.
ahead. Yeah, hug a tree.
Okay, am I doing the same move?
Now, yes.
Okay, I got it. I got it down.
Make a fist
Okay.
in exactly the same spot. I'm going to go ahead. Ready? Step with the board.
Okay.
Karate Kid. Do whatever you do.
Okay.
Concentrate. Maintain your balance. Really, the best way you can.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
Doing my yoga pose.
I mean, it's like.
Yeah, I just
There's
go to
no.
the
I
side.
could even use my little pinky and you would go
Right.
down.
Okay.
This time, what we're going to do is we're going to hold it with your pinky finger here to
Wow.
prove how potent it is that it will actually reach your body without
Okay.
even touching it. This is the part that's been Aamoraized. Now I want you to hold, this is the remote control
Oh,
of
you
the
meant out
TV.
there?
Yeah, some of us glue this thing
Yes.
to our super
Can't
glue
get it out of the man's
yeah.
hands normally.
Now I'm going to prove to you what these things will do to you. Now
Okay.
don't press the button just yet, but you're going to be changing the volume of one of these in a
Okay.
minute.
Okay.
In a minute you're not going to be able to hear the TV, so you're going to be changing.
Okay.
Now do exactly the same thing you did before. Close your hands. Okay. Just turn everything and turn this one a little bit so that everyone can see that the remote control will switch on.
Okay.
Okay, now go ahead and stand on
Do
one
my
foot
pose.
again. In exactly the same spot, we have the Aamoraa there. I'm going to push straight down. Ready?
Okay.
Step with board, retain your balance, go.
It's strong.
Keep going.
Yeah, it's
Keep
really
going.
strong.
Okay, now I want you to go
Now I'm
ahead.
falling off.
Yeah, because you were exerting so much energy on this. When I let go, you came the other
Yeah.
way. Now I want you to do exactly the same thing, but press
The
the
button.
remote control.
Okay.
And do everything the same.
Do it.
Press the remote control.
Okay, I'm pressing the button and the light's
Ready?
actually on.
Stiff as the board.
Okay.
Maintain your balance. Go. 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 See how you're
Down.
wobbly?
Yeah, I'm wobbly.
That is so potent that it zaps you like you have no idea.
So would it be better to put a chip on here instead
Now,
of just this?
no, wait a minute. Now we have this one, yes.
Okay.
Now we do exactly the same thing we did before. Go ahead.
Okay, and so push the button.
Yes, push the button, keep it
Alright.
pressed. Up higher,
Okay.
up higher, the arms again. In exactly the same spot, I'm going to push straight down. And
Okay.
as you can see, there's the Aamoraa still
And
dangling.
I'm pushing
Ready?
the
Go.
remote. So I'm not
Keep going.
wobbly. It's solid. I can feel the difference. That's
Yeah.
great. And so this should go on the remote. This is not enough just to wear it on your body.
Yeah, that's it. See, so because the simple reason is that this is extremely potent, and compared to other stuff, I'm telling you, these are really, really potent, handmade by us. But even this, wearing it on you, when you're having a direct contact, like the remote, like your laptop, like the phone, it zaps you so quickly, so direct, that you need to have one directly on it.
Great.
So that's why we made one that goes directly on your cell phone or cordless phone.
And this is for the Bluetooth because it's a little
Yes,
tiny.
so this one goes on the remote control of your TV, your Bluetooth, and the remote control of your vehicle.
Wow.
The remote control of your vehicle will go through actual walls.
The keychain that changes the locks.
You can lock and unlock.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you.
And then we have here, which again, we cannot do but you felt the difference.
Yes. And
Yeah,
I've actually
exactly.
been using your products for the last week.
Oh,
And
yeah, awesome.
Yes, and I can feel a little bit difference. I'm not so drained.
Uh-huh.
So.
Oh,
And
excellent.
I have a Bluetooth, a phone, and a computer
Mhm.
chip.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, one of the other ones that I'm really excited about, and I'm doing so much transformation. We're so fortunate here in Hawaii. Nearly all the health food stores now have our products. Not nearly all of them, but a lot of them.
So down
here in
to
all-
Earth will
all-
be carrying them,
Down
and
to
Vim
Earth.
and Vigor.
Vim and Vigor now. The Source now has them too.
Wonderful.
We're just growing everywhere.
So they can pick them up, and there's
They
a
can
health
pick 'em
food
up.
store guide in the Hawaii Wellness magazine.
Yes.
So they can see a guide.
Yeah.
And how else would they get a hold of you if they want to go to your website or?
Well, yes, our website is aamoraa.com, and it is
There's your vision.
ESAAMORAA.com.
Do you want to say that again so that if someone's writing it down?
ESAAMORAA.com.
And I can bring that up.
And then the phone number is 386-868-8788. Now, I did want to mention real quick, which is really, really important, is the one for the electronic device will also go on your house, and it will do the entire
Wow.
house. It really, really does the entire house, like a little microchip.
That's
So the
great.
same one goes on your laptop, the Wi-Fi, and the microwave if you're crazy enough to have a microwave.
Yeah, I actually don't. I got rid of my
Okay, good.
microwave. So.
And then we have here one for the Aamoraa car, and it both goes on the fuse box of your car. I just have one testimony after another. I just put one in the latest Mercedes today, and she doesn't know nothing about a car. She's married to a doctor just a few minutes ago, prior to coming here, Down to Earth. She bought a bunch of them, and I put it in her car, and she noticed, with all the noise around it, how her Mercedes got much smoother the sound.
Right.
So when you put it in there, not only is your body now in balance from all that chaotic energy, it also regulates the electronics of the vehicle, which also saves you on gas because you get better gas mileage.
Wow, that's amazing. So
It's
they can either
phenomenal.
go to the health food stores and pick up your products, and
Uh-huh.
or go to your website.
Yeah, and you can ask them to do a little muscle test on you, and it's so much fun because you can learn and do it.
So go to Down to Earth and test their employees and see how well they're trained now, and then you can get back to Paula and see how they did on the demonstration.
Yeah. Now I want to just share real quick, Dr. Masaru Bormoto, I was so fortunate to have met him, thanks to you, young
Yeah, so
lady,
we went to
and your magazine.
the Quantum Medicine
The quantum-
conference
yeah.
last week, and Dr. Moto from Messages of Water
Mhm.
was at the conference.
Yeah, so I do
Amazing.
recommend people do purchase this book. It's one of the most incredible books out there as far as showing you, without a shadow of doubt, the proof of what the molecular structure happens into your body. And he proved it by also taking the photographs of this one here is water. I don't know if we can get water exposed to a cell phone.
Wow.
This one to the TV, this one to the microwave. Look at that. It doesn't have no structure. And this one is to the computer. So thanks to Dr. Masarimoto, wonderful.
And you got to meet him.
Yeah, I got to meet him. There's his signature.
How exciting.
It was so
and you had that
wonderful.
book with you on your honeymoon.
I
And you
take
didn't
it
even know
everywhere
he
on
was
my
going to be
lectures.
here.
I know.
How
It was a
exciting.
trip.
Well,
It's
thanks for
beautiful.
joining us. And
Thank
again,
you.
go to the health food stores and pick up this amazing product. Thank you.
Thank you. Tamara.
Hi, Renee.
Hello.